In the early days of World War II, there was a British tank that struck genuine fear into the Axis powers. It wasn't the fastest, and it wasn't certainly the biggest, but it was nearly indestructible. This is the story of the Matilda tank.
Old steel shoes on muddy ground.
The Matilda's journey began in 1936 under the A12 specification. It was designed to be the big brother to the tiny machine gun armed Matilda Mark I. Initially, this larger model was called the Matilda Senior or the Matilda II. However, after the Mark I was abandoned in 1940, the A12 took the crown and became simply known as the Matilda. The Matilda was built for a specific purpose: infantry support. The strength, it boasted incredibly heavy armour for its time, making it a rolling fortress. The trade-off? That protection came at a cost. It had a very limited top speed and a modest 2-pounder gun.
South to sand where the hot winds blow, tracks trace lines where the camels go.
When World War II broke out in 1939, the British were spread thin. Only 2 of these tanks were actually ready for service.
Matilda III, gentle and green, keeps us safe in the space between.
During the Pacific Theatre, the Matilda only had a 2-pounder gun, which Australia then swapped with its New Zealander counterparts, which had a 3-pounder gun. This was to support infantry with higher explosive rounds. While it served throughout the entire war, the Matilda earned its legendary reputation in the sands of North Africa. It dominated the battlefield so effectively that the Italians called it the Queen of the Desert for a time. German anti-tank guns simply couldn't pierce its hide. While the Matilda was being phased out in Europe, it was just getting started in the Pacific between 1942 and 1944. Britain supplied over 400 Matilda IIs to the Australian Army. Even New Zealand chipped in, transferring their close support models to Australia to streamline their own supply lines. The Australian 4th Armoured Brigade took these tanks into some of the most unforgiving terrain on Earth, starting with the Huon Peninsula campaign in 1943. Fighting in the dense jungles of Wewak, Bougainville and Borneo was a nightmare. Visibility was zero, and Japanese artillery often fired at point-blank range. To survive, the Aussies got creative. They up-armoured, welded spare track links to the hull for extra protection, waterproofed to survive tropical downpours and river crossings, added comms, installed external infantry telephones so soldiers on the ground could actually talk to the crew inside, jungle guards fitted to the suspension to keep vines and undergrowth from tangling the gears. The Australians didn't just use the Matilda, they reinvented it. The Matilda Frog, a terrifying modification that replaced the main gun with a flamethrower. It was devastatingly effective against hidden bunkers in Borneo. The Matilda Hedgehog, an experimental beast equipped with a 65-pound mortar shell. Though it passed its tests with flying colours, it arrived just a little too late to see combat. I will now show you why this little beast is a beast in combat. This tank took 37 shells to kill. If the enemy didn't know where to hit, this was the result.
Engines grumble, hearts beat fast. Built to carry, built to last. Matilda III, gentle and green, so safe in space. Through the fire, the falling rain, we ride together, we share the strength. steady, carrying snow in Russia, breath like chalk, frost on armor, outside winter sharp rain. Matilda 3, gentle and green, keeps us safe in the space between. From the Moscow roads to the island tree, we ride together on creek. Home still rests in the grass. Rust on plains where the shells once packed. Lay your hand on the quiet side. Hear it whisper back to me. Matilda 3, gentle and green, gentle and green. Matilda 3, gentle and green, gentle and green. Matilda 3, gentle and green, gentle and green.
Now let's see that from a different angle, probably from the above view, just so you can see how many enemies were actually shooting at me once I got further into the battle. The yellow indicator is my name and my tank, and the red ones are enemy markers. From the deserts of North Africa to the jungles of Borneo, the Matilda proved that thick skin and a bit of ingenuity go a long way. Thanks for watching the story of the Queen of the Desert and the King of the Jungle. However, I would like to also add, Australia paid to have 1,000 M3 Lees, and then we looked at them, and these were terrible for what Australia needed, and we opted for the older Matildas. It was so bad, we bought 1,000 of them, and we thanked America for the low loaders that came with the M3s, and then we used those to move the Matildas around. As a 1939 design, it was still superior to the 1941 M3. I would also like to thank Christopher U1S3W for the comment. He was correct. I'd like to feature him in this video. He was the first one to comment on it, and not a lot of people did, so hopefully you get some kick out of this video. Please keep watching. There'll be sort of a little cinematic of me just being a pest on the battlefield. So I hope you enjoy, and thank you for watching.
Engines grumble, hearts beat fast. Built to carry, built to last. Matilda 3, gentle and green, keeps us safe in the space between. Through the fire and the falling rain, we ride together, we share the strain. Not afraid. South to sand, where the hot winds blow. The tracks trace lines where the camels go. North Africa sun on dusty plain, strong as a shield for a soldier faint. Matilda 3, gentle and green, keeps us safe in the space between.
coral shore. Aussie voice, laughing soul. Climb on in, mate, we'll get through. Steel hold steady, carrying you. Snow in Russia, breath like chalk. Frost on armor while engines talk. Outside winter sharp and near. Inside someone hums to calm their fear. Matilda 3, gentle and green, keeps us safe in the space between. From the Moscow roads to the island trees, we ride together on creaking knees. Old steel rests in the grass at last. Rust on plates where the shells once passed. Lay your hand on the quiet skin. Hear it whisper, I took him in. Matilda 3, gentle and green, gentle and green. Matilda 3, gentle and green, gentle and green. Matilda 3, gentle and green, gentle and green. Old steel shoes on muddy ground. Roll along, roll along. Little tracks hum a soft blues. Roll along, roll along. First in France, spring felt cold. Rolling past fields of yellow gold. Engines grumble, hearts beat fast. Built to carry, built to last. Matilda 3, gentle and green, keeps us safe in the space between. Through the fire and the falling rain, we ride together, we share the strain. Not afraid. South to sand where the hot winds blow. Tracks trace lines where the camels go. North Africa sun on dusty plain. Strong as a shield for a soldier faint. Matilda 3, gentle and green, keeps us safe in the space between. Over desert, over broken stone, we ride together, are moving home. Far off waves and a coral shore. Aussie voice, laughing soul. Climb on in, mate, we'll get through. Steel hold steady, carrying you. Snow in Russia, breath like chalk. Frost on armor while engines talk. Outside winter sharp and near. Inside someone hopes to calm their fear. Matilda 3, gentle and green, keeps us safe in the space between. From the Moscow roads to the island tree, we ride together on creaking knees. Old steel rests in the grass at night. Rust on plates where the shells once passed. Lay your hand on the quiet skin. Hear it whisper, I took 'em in. Matilda 3, gentle and